I think when he spits, something falls out, and I don't know what that is.
Like a loogie?
It's like the person poop that falls out of the wall.
Oh, the person poop?
That's what it looked like. It was like the wall was pooping and it pooped out a person.
Or maybe it was his real persona falling out.
Shit. Thanks. I'm Shenanigans with Ange.
Mads.
And this is Mad Shenanigans. So, this video will probably go out first before the actual reaction video. Warning. So, spoiler alert.
Yeah, if you haven't seen the comeback video, do not watch this.
Yeah.
Because we're going to be talking about it. And then we're going to be posting our reactions afterwards. This video.
Because I feel like this video is more important than the other one.
Because I feel really bad now.
Yes.
Because all we did was focus on
on
how beautiful he was.
Oh, okay. So
and it was really sad.
It was so sad.
Okay, so let's get into it.
Why don't we
look up the lyrics?
Girl, you on the same page as me.
Brunch of Champions.
Okay, YouTube. Chill your life.
Like, so we're not going to replay the video because it just doesn't hold the same weight anymore.
No.
It is...
So the first half of it is really sad and really, like...
Yeah.
I feel like he really bears all his insecurities.
So, yes. And I think it's... So we'll kind of break down, like, line by line, like, read it off and kind of go from there. Or, like, the first stanza. So, the English translation goes, "Who am I? The question I had my whole life. The question which I probably won't find the answer to my whole life.
Jeez.
If it were answerable with a few mere words, then God wouldn't have created all these various beauties. How you feel, how you're feeling right now." I feel heartbroken.
Yeah.
Like,
I love this part of him, though.
That's
more introspective and it's more raw.
Right. This is when, like, these are the moments where he's become my favorite for this reason.
That makes sense.
Like, and you'll see in the reaction video, like, some of my feelings, like, just for the real topical, physical.
He looked good.
He looked really good. But it's just, like, we were talking about this, like, when we were messaging. I'm like, I don't like it when he's sexy. I like it when he's out catching crabs.
Yeah.
Or doing, like, that's when
like
I'm
the
like...
innocent stuff.
Yeah, well, not just the innocent, because...
Fair.
But, like, when he's not trying to, like, put on a persona.
Ha!
You saw what I did there. So, he says, "Actually, I'm real good, but a little uncomfortable. I'm still not so sure if I'm a dog or a pig or what else. But when other people come out and put the pearl necklace on me," and then it's like the spitting. And then it says...
So wait, so what do you think that means? That he's just not sure what he is and that other people are making him into something that he doesn't want to be?
I absolutely believe it.
I kind of do too, and that makes me really sad.
I have always had, like, this dream and / fantasy that if I ever got a chance to meet them and interview, my question would be, how much does, like, the internet or, like, the world's perception change your behavior? Either repelling toward, like, going towards the behavior or repelling against it. Because there's so much that, just as Army is, like, placed, like, the fan fictions and all of that, like, how much of that stuff, like, really shapes your identity, and you're like...
Or you're who you think you are.
Right, because...
Rather than who you really are.
Right, like, on a...
Maybe that's what this is going to be about, then.
That would be cool, because, like, on a topical...
persona, that's what that means.
Yeah, like, on a topical level, like, for example, like, if everyone's like, oh, you're, like, the aggressive daddy, or whatever that we want to call him... And it's like, well, should I be, like, more aggressive? Yeah. Or, like, am I going to go the opposite way?
And I feel like they're all kind of like that because they love Army so much. And they love their fans and they just want to connect with them. Yeah. So they will do and look like how their fans want them to look. Just to please them. To make them happy. Yeah. We've seen it.
Oh, I feel so bad about the reaction video. Because we're sitting here like, you need to cut your hair.
You look however you want to look.
Whatever makes you happy, we're happy. Because
I mean, that's the realistic. Like, we're just being stupid, but I mean, that's the honest truth of it.
We're
all humans.
Sexualizing you really intensely. I mean, that No. But when it boils down to it, when we're sitting here like, oh, we like such and such with this color hair, or we like it, like, you're just sexualizing them, forgetting that
they're humans and they have feelings.
And not emotions. Just like, but young men who have grown up in the spotlight.
And that's so hard. I don't know what that feels like.
No. I don't want to know how that feels. In a very conservative country. Very lonely, I would think. I mean, a lot of suicides happen that way. That's from, like, idols. That's sad.
I just want to hug them.
I know, I'm like, I just want to give you a hug that doesn't lead to anything else.
No, like, the most
like a genuine, heart to heart.
Like, I've always said, I just want to be best friends with him. Especially J-Hope for some reason. Like, I don't know. He just looks like he's just a good time all the time. And his laugh makes me laugh. Which people say that about me, that my laugh makes them laugh. So I feel like we're, like, kindred spirits.
But you've never been called Chewbacca Mom, so does your laugh make you laugh? No.
That's the first half of it in a nutshell. And then the second half, oh my gosh, can we just go down to I loved these lyrics.
Hold on. So we're here. So there's like a spitting and like, so it says, I laugh more than I did before. I dreamt of becoming a superhero. Now it feels like I really became one. But as it goes on, there's so much more. There's so much blabbering. One says run, and another one says stop. This one says look at the forest. That one says look at the wildflowers. I'll just keep moving. My shadow, I wrote and called it hesitation. It has never hesitated after becoming that. And it keeps appearing onto the stage or the light. Keeps glaring at me scoringly like a heat wave. Oh, shit. He actually says that. Have you already forgotten why you even started this? You're just digging it. You're just digging that someone was listening. Sometimes everything sounds like freaking nonsense. You know what comes out of you when you're drunk, like immaturity.
Dude, he is calling somebody out.
And it's like, are you calling yourself out, or are you like calling out the industry as a whole? Because so if we're going to keep it in the scope of like K-pop, a lot of it looks the same. A lot of it sounds the same. I feel like when these artists come back, they tend to take on a similar aesthetic. Like when Idol came out, I can't remember which one came out first, Coco Bop or Idol from EXO, they had similar. I'm not calling them the same because they are not at all. But it was like a very like similar tropical, colorful, type thing. I don't know.
I'm wondering if it's because I'm still stuck on like the schoolboy outfit that he had on, because everything they do is on purpose.
Yeah. So
I'm still believing that was him referring to their older videos, like of when they were like the boy in love. That is what I'm going with, and especially with these lyrics, because they got so much hate when they were getting started. Like he got death threats. Why that will never make sense to me, I don't know. But I'm wondering if that is like, if he's calling that out. And kind of like laying it to rest, so to speak.
Maybe. I feel like,
I don't know.
And I'm guilty of this to a certain degree. Like when an artist or something like in pop culture gets really, really big, there will be people who are like, I don't like it because you're successful.
Yeah.
I was that person.
No.
Oh yes, in the 90s. I did not like Britney Spears because she was too popular, and I was like,
Christina Aguilera isn't as probably as hard and she can sing better.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Like, I was more of like an underdog type situation, and I couldn't even admit it to myself that I'm like, but I really like, Toxic or whatever, because I'm like, you're too successful.
You were a hipster before hipsters were.
I was a hater.
Okay.
So it says, someone like me ain't good enough for music. Someone like me ain't good enough for the truth. Someone like me ain't good enough to be amused.
Yes, you are.
I know.
Yes, you are.
The flaws of mine that I know, maybe that's all I've really got. The world is actually not interested in my clumsiness at all.
Yes, we are.
That's my favorite part about you, because I'm the same way. And hunting crabs.
It just makes, like, that breaks my heart. To know, like,
this is how you're feeling. That. When you have people like us, and I'm in at least 2 different, like, little group chats where all we do are just, like...
because we're fans.
The regrets that I don't even get sick of anymore. That is deep. I tumble with them every night until I'm disgusted, and the twist the irreversible time habitually. There's something that raised up in me again every time the first question, 3 syllables of my name, and the word but that should come before any of those.
This is so deep.
This is so, like...
But I think it's so clever how they do this. They put something so deep into their music, and then the actual music, the lyrics are deep, but the music side of it is so catchy and so, like,
pop,
rhythmic, that we're like, yeah, that sounds great, and yeah, you look great, and this is, like, the visuals are great, and everything's cool and beautiful, and we're totally missing what's happening.
Like, we're missing the real point.
Granted, I don't speak Korean.
Right. That, I mean, and that's the thing for, like, foreign fans.
We should have watched this with subtitles first. I knew we should have done that first.
I was thinking about it in the middle of the road.
From here on out, we're watching it with subtitles.
It'll be harder. I think maybe we should read the lyrics first and then watch the video.
Okay.
So, like, the reactions are honest.
Okay.
So, it's like, it just feels so, like, open, and the heart is just really raw. And I'm kind of curious what spurred, like, the series of events that led to this. You know?
Yeah.
Because, like, the last album was so successful, they're on a world tour from that album.
That we'll go see.
Chicago! Ah! I mean, I don't know. They always say that, like, fame, like, really, like, money spotlights the...
Well, money changes people.
Yeah.
I mean, even us non-rich people know that.
So, I don't know. My baby. All right. So I'm asking once again, yeah, who the hell am I? Tell me your names, baby. Do you want to die or do you want to go? Do you want to fly? Where's your soul? Where's your dream? Do you think you're alive? My name is R. That
I
me.
wonder why he just R instead of RM.
So, R. And then it says, the me that I remember and people know, the me that I created myself to vent out. Yeah, maybe I've been deceiving myself. Maybe I've been lying. Maybe I'm not embarrassed anymore. This is a map of my soul.
That's beautiful.
Like,
this is my favorite part.
This is heart-wrenching.
This is my favorite part.
So it says, dear myself, you must never lose your temper because you don't need to be neither warm or cold. Facts. Though I might be sometimes hypocritical or pretend to be evil. Okay. This is the barometer of my direction I want to keep. The me that I want myself to be, the me that people want me to be, the me that you love, and the me that I create, the me that's smiling, the me that's sometimes in tears, vividly breathing each second and every moment, even now.
Beautiful.
Like, my brain is, like, my favorite part about him. He is so smart. Sometimes I feel like he's probably too smart. Here's the thing. I feel like when you're mentally on that level, and this is how I feel about Donald Glover as he's up on my TV. When you are so creative, or you're so smart that you cannot express yourself well, or like you don't know how to vent out. Like, I feel him when he was like, the me that I created myself to vent out. Like, when you have that much going on mentally that you're like, I need an outlet that's not like I could work out all day, I could do this, but I need some sort of creative, like, thing to really understand how my brain, like, how this brain makes me feel. Like, that's where you get, like the geniuses that we like to call. Like, oh, he's a musical genius. He's a brilliant actor. But that's where you also get, like, a lot of tragedies.
A lot of depression.
Like, a lot, like, this was, so, quick anecdote. I love Donald Glover. I love Donald Glover so much. I love the show Atlanta. I love it. So, when season 2, episode 6, Teddy Perkins came on, I cried. Maybe I wasn't sober. We're never going to tell. But I cried, and I'm like, this is literally like a cinematic history moment in the making. And I was not sober. Anyways, because it leads me to say this. I literally wrote him a DM, and I was just like, I just want to let you know that you are so appreciated. You are wonderful. Aww. Like, I love your creativity. And then I topped it off with this. I was like, if you ever need somebody to talk to vent out these feelings, just know that there is someone here. I will be your friend.
Oh,
I will,
that's so sweet.
Like, I will talk to you to make sure that you're okay mentally, because
but
that
like,
is
you
a lot. You
genuinely mean that. There are people that are like, they'll say that to get your attention, be like, oh, no, whoever wrote me. No, you like really mean that.
I meant it, because I'm like, when you're that creative, and I won't say it's for, like, I'm going to just say, when you're that creative, I feel that there's a piece of you that's a tortured soul. When you are that creative, and you're like, I just have all these different outlets, and I don't know what to do with it. I don't even know if this is good. I don't even know how I feel. What do I do? Like, how do I express myself? Like, you are somewhat of a tortured soul. And that's where I'm like, you need a friend, someone who's going to be like,
let me help you. They're there.
Let me hug you. Let me help you. Let me tell you that you're valuable. You're loved. Like, you are more than...
He's got like 6 other bandmates that will be there for him. I mean, come on. Jimin hugs anyone who cries.
That is true.
He will be there. They'll all be there.
But on the flip side, I want to say this happened a year ago. A member of SHINee, and God forbid, I can't remember his name, he committed suicide.
No.
Because he was like, the loneliness is just so much. So it's not like, even if you are in a band, these things still happen. And it's just like, I wish, I hope, and I pray that they are all in therapy. Because this level of fame is, you don't come out unscathed.
Yeah.
You don't. So, the last bit of it...
I mean, that's it, right?
Nope.
No?
Oh, so it just ends.
It just goes back to the...
Persona, who the hell am I just want to go, I just want to fly. And then that's it. Like...
I just want to give you all the shoulders when you cry.
Right? But who gives you a shoulder when you cry? That's the bigger question.
Yeah. But that's what I'm talking about. That they will do so much for their fans. That they will give so much of themselves. That they're neglecting themselves.
Which is not like...
Dude, no. Your mental health is priority.
Always.
Like, always.
Like,
your health is priority. Always.
Because...
Not ours. Like, dude. Forget us.
People.
We're just... He's a normal person. He's a regular person. But we're just...
He's RM of BTS.
He's a normal person. With normal issues. Obviously.
In his private life that none of us sees.
Exactly.
So, I really hope that all of the boys are in therapy. Because it cannot be easy coming from, like I mentioned earlier, like a super conservative country like Korea to being more internationally known, and then having, like, every country region has such a different standard of what's acceptable, what's cool.
I wonder what they think when they come to America. If they're like, these
fat.
Americans. And like, not that, but that we're just like...
sexual and out there.
Crazy.
Yeah.
We're not all crazy. Well.
I don't know. I want them to get the Beyonce treatment. And what I mean by that is Beyonce's mom had her in therapy since they were like little girls when they started like doing Stardom. That's why she seems so well adjusted. Well, public persona, and then her media training is just top notch. Her daddy was A1. But like her mom kept her and her sister in therapy. Like while she still had control over them to make sure that they were adjusting to this thing. And I want them to have therapy. Like,
I would hope they were doing
that. I hate to say this, but I feel like Korea as a country is like how Black people are in America. That mental health stuff is like really frowned upon. And it's like, yes, it is such a problem.
No.
Absolutely. Yeah. So it's like, it's frowned, like if you have depression, oh, you're just like weak mentally, or you're this and you're that.
Wow.
Versus like, no, the chemicals in my brain make me feel weird, and that weirdness leads to other things that I cannot control. Right. So Junie, we love you. I love you.
I mean, I love you.
Yeah.
I love you in a different way.
That's inappropriate for this video. I'm sorry. We want you to be well-adjusted and happy. As happy as you can be. As happy as any person can be. But well-adjusted and taken care of. Because, yeah.
Because mental health comes first.
Absolutely.
Always.
I am such an advocate. Go get therapy. Therapy's a beautiful thing, dude. All of you get therapy and be okay.
Yeah.
And
amen.
Right. And don't think you're by yourself, because you're not.
Just come find us. Because we're crazy. We're not crazy.
I'm a little...
We'll probably honestly be like the least crazy fans that will be like, no, what's up? Let's talk.
No, would probably like, let's go get some American-style Chinese food.
They love Panda Express.
Let's go get some Panda Express. Let's get a bottle of soju.
Yes.
And let's watch, Naruto. And then that be that. All right. Follow us on social media.
Instagram, @MadShenanigans.
And then that's going to wrap up this episode.